We've got a real treat today. We are joined by four outstanding seniors. We have with us today Shelby Putnam, Isaac Tuttle, Carlos Williams, and Maya Mallory. Each of you introduce yourselves. Tell us where you're from, what you're getting your degree in, and then the most poignant question, what's next after Gardner-Webb?
My name is Carlos Williams. I am a senior here at Gardner-Webb. I am graduating with a degree in sports education. Next for me at Gardner-Webb is grad school. I'm coming back to grad school and also in sports education. So I'll be sticking around for 2 more years.
All right, so we're not getting rid of you. That's outstanding. All right, next up, Shelby.
Hey, I'm Shelby Putnam. I'm a political science major from the not so little town of Rock Hill, South Carolina, but I currently live off campus in good old Boiling Springs. What's next is hopefully just job seeking somewhere across the country and seeing what opportunities are open in nonprofit development.
All right, Isaac, introduce us.
I'm Isaac Tuttle. I'm a double major in history and philosophy. I'm going to the University of Alabama to get my master's in history and hopefully from there to get my PhD in the long run. So, yeah.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Maya.
Hi, I'm Maya. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I'm majoring in psychology, and my plans are to enroll in the Gardner-Webb School of Counseling. So I'll be around for another 3 years as well.
Great. So I have not had the benefit of knowing you for very long. I had a full semester, and then we had this awkward, truncated spring semester. But I do know that congratulations are in order to each of you. I know you've all worked hard. I know you've all grown considerably during your time here at Gardner-Webb. Walk me through what a normal spring semester for seniors would have been like. I mean, this is the part where we lament what we've missed this semester.
First, we all would have went to the Who's Who banquet. Another thing would have been the Webbies. I was really looking forward to going to the Webbies as a senior, just to see how that would have been since you were kind of at the top of your career. Another thing would have been senior pinning.
There's student activity stuff like the funnel cakes, the ice cream, the orange aid, and then like formal, spring semester big E nights, all those fun activities.
I'm having some serious withdrawal from Bulldog athletics, and Zoom is no substitute for that. But that seems like a lifetime ago when we were in the LYCC, Paul Porter Arena, watching basketball and great fun like that. Let's put the laments aside for a minute, and let's get introspective. Let's start reflecting a little bit on your years at Gardner-Webb. I'd love for each of you to tell us a little bit about why you initially chose to come to Gardner-Webb and to Boiling Springs.
So I did my first tour when I was a sophomore in high school. On my tour, I don't know who this person is, but they stopped me. It was a student that lived in Mooney. And he said, if you're coming to Gardner-Webb, you should come for the relationships that you'll build. And I don't know who this student is. It was literally on my way walking out, so I can't even remember what his face looked like. But that is the reason why I chose Gardner-Webb. I felt as if someone stops me in a tour randomly that I don't know and they don't know me to tell me that the relationships here are great, then this must be a place for me. So I toured here 4 times altogether, so 3 more times, just to make sure this was the place. And every time I felt even more connected to Gardner-Webb. So I just jumped on it and said, hey, I'm going to Gardner-Webb no matter what.
Shelby, why'd you pick GWU?
At the end of my senior year of high school, I had made a lot of decisions and then suddenly stopped making any and decided I was going to take a year off from college. And then I was doing some genealogy work with my dad one day, and we came across some little scraps of paper that said Gardner-Webb Junior College. And they were from 1946 and 47, from when my granddad attended Gardner-Webb. And I had no idea what it was. And so I just applied, blinded, and then attended on a little visit. And that's when I put down my deposit and said, it's meant to be, and this is where I'm supposed to be, and then build from there.
The rest is history. Isaac, was there a pivotal moment when you said, this is going to be home for me?
Yeah, I applied to actually a lot of different schools. Gardner-Webb was one of the ones that was closer, and I had a couple of family members that had gone there. And so compared to the other schools I visited, Gardner-Webb was very professional. I think that's the biggest word that came to mind whenever I visited Gardner-Webb. And I also think too, the Ignite Scholarship was a really big deal to me. I came and interviewed, and I'm the one of the top 5 of the Ignite Scholarship. But I think it was pivotal for me that they had a scholarship that wasn't purely based on GPA or grades, but was based on, we want to know who you are. That made a really big difference to me. So even if I hadn't gotten it, that made a statement to me. And so the fact that I could go there and talk to someone and they said, this is a person worth investing in, that's the way I felt.
Yeah, the importance of character and fit. That's good stuff. So Maya, you're sitting up there in Richmond, right? How'd you hear about Gardner-Webb?
I actually had never heard of it before, and I had an award ceremony for seniors at my high school, and I ended up getting an award from Gardner-Webb, and that was my first time ever hearing of it. And I looked it up, and I was like, well, we might as well tour and see what it's like. And the second I got here, I was like, yeah, this is it. I crossed every other school off my list. Just the community feel and the atmosphere here, I just felt like this could be my home, and it definitely has become that. So
Yeah, once you're on the campus, I think lots of people are sold. So all of you have done obviously very, very well. And you've done well, not just in the classroom, but you've decided to venture beyond the classroom. You've given of yourselves to your university, to your fellow students, to the community. What prompted you to become so active and so involved beyond yourself and beyond your studies? Let's go with our SGA president here, Shelby Putnam.
I think one big thing that I learned quickly, especially in freshman year and fall semester, was that the best way to view the community of Gardner-Webb is to be extremely engaged in it. And as long as you're engaging in it, you can see the authenticity that sits in it. And so that was why I chose to get in everything that I could get in. And then I slowly backtracked from there and figured out my focus and where I was really passionate.
When I got here, I just wanted to get involved in everything. So I did that. I got involved in every club, every organization that I could get in. And then, like she said, backtrack from there to see where I fit. So that's how I thought of it.
Makes sense to me. So college, I remember as a time that raced along. It zipped through my 4 years, and you probably think the same thing. Older people like me now look back on college and say, man, what a nice period without a lot of stress, where you can be introspective and you can discover things about yourself. Can you think of one thing that you discovered about yourself during your time at Gardner-Webb?
something I discovered, really, I just discovered myself as a whole. I came in very like shy and quiet, like didn't really talk much to people. Like I talked to my teammates because they were like a designated group that I knew I would be a part of. But other than that, I was pretty in a shell. I think over time, I just learned a lot about myself and like the characteristics that I have that I wasn't really aware of before. And I was able to just grow into those characteristics and grow into the person that I think I always was supposed to be, but I was just kind of too shut off to be, I guess. And so I definitely just through relationships with people here and experiences here, I was able to learn who I was as a person, who I wanted to be as a person, and to just kind of act on that.
Yeah, I think that one of the things I didn't realize coming into college was I probably would have said I was an open-minded person, but looking back, I don't think I really was. I think I was much more closed-minded about a lot of things. And I think it took a lot of humbling just through all the different courses I had to take and through a lot of the people that I've met. But I think about my favorite author, G.K. Chesterton. He one time said that you should be open-minded, but not so open-minded that your brains fall out. And I think throughout my time in college, I've learned a lot more about what that means. That a lot of times whenever I have a conversation with someone that I disagree with, it doesn't need to be an argument. It can be because I genuinely think that I can benefit from understanding their perspective.
I came into college being a very loud person, and in many ways, I kind of pulled that attention from other people without realizing it. And I learned that there is extreme benefit to just listening to other people with the same passion that you want them to hear you as well.
Good stuff. All right, we're moving into the lightning round here, folks. Give me real quick, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Favorite moment, favorite memory, favorite experience at Gardner-Webb?
Pancake bingo.
Pancake bingo. I've been to one of those. That's
Winning at pancake bingo.
That's in the TV.
awesome.
I want a chair. And also running through the sprinklers in the quad. Highly recommend.
Day that we did the we read the entire New Testament out loud on campus, and we finished the night with at like 1 a.m. a bunch of us sang songs, like worship songs, outside of Tucker, and that was a really good night. And then we all went to Waffle House. So yeah.
I have two. One is the basketball team winning conference. I went to the game and it was awesome. And then second would have to be homecoming.
Tell us why.
After they announced that I was homecoming queen, we went off to the side, we're taking pictures, and there was two little girls that came up and they were like, we want to take a picture with the princess. And I was like, oh my gosh. I wanted to cry a little bit, but yeah, I'll remember that forever.
What's the one bit of advice you would give the class of 2024 coming to Gardner-Webb?
Be brave. Like, don't be scared to not do it.
I would say make sure you balance like the academic side and the social side. Because I know for me, at one point, I was just like strictly academics, which is definitely important. Like that's why you come, but you don't want to miss out on building friendships and making memories as well.
Just staying on campus. There's a lot of people that I know who miss so many good either opportunities that the school offered or just like things that my friends and I did just because they went home. There's so many movies we watched, so many games we played, so many things that we would go and do. And just because people went home that weekend, they didn't get to participate or be a part of it.
I would say build a relationship with your professors. They're people too, and they're at Gardner-Webb for a reason. A lot of them are very passionate about building relationships with students, and they're there to help you.
Okay, so our motto for God and humanity. What's humanity going to get from the class of 2020 at Gardner-Webb? What are you going to give the world?
Getting deep.
Good question.
I would say I would give the world a great teacher. Like the world will be gaining a person that wants to sit and listen, a person that wants to build that relationship, like I mentioned earlier, a person that is thinking of you in their hard times. So, yeah.
Well said.
I would say the world is getting a very ambitious person who wants to constantly grow and learn and pour into people and organizations and institutions that speak for others and help lift up other people's voices.
I want to be a history professor. And so I really hope in the long run that I can be a Christian academic, that I want to represent the church well outside of the walls of the church. I want people to see me and to say that there is merit in Christianity.
I want to be a counselor, but I'm also like really passionate about the stigma attached to mental health, and the world will get, at least a little bit of the world will get resources to counseling if they otherwise wouldn't be able to.
Good. What's your final message to your peers in the class of 2020?
Miss y'all.
Yeah. I miss you guys, and I can't wait to celebrate in August.
Even though things didn't go as planned, try to kind of lean into that, because some of the things that come out of this could end up being even better than what you had expected within your original plan. So just staying focused, staying positive, and just knowing that eventually everything's going to work out.
Yeah, I think that one of the biggest encouragements I would want to give is that the motto for God and humanity is really a motto that every Christian should carry with them, more than just a university. And so because we are Christians, it's not just something that we should strive to do at Gardner-Webb to represent God and humanity and love God and humanity, but something we should strive to do once we graduate too. That should kind of be our life mission, to love God and to love people well.
Well said. So we appreciate your time today. Very proud of everything that you have done at Gardner-Webb. Very proud of who you have become, very excited to see what you're going to do with your futures. Do know that your alma mater is always going to be here for you, rooting for you, and here to help at any time. I am wondering if, before we close this, perhaps Shelby and the rest of us, Shelby, can you lead us in one last Go Dogs?
3, 2, 1. Go
Go
Dogs!
Dogs!
Thanks, everybody. Y'all take care. God bless.
Thanks.
Bye.